soon to be released Apple iPhone. Now, for many Apple fans and techies out there, knowing the exact details about the iPhone 8 or iPhone X, use whatever name you want, to know that information in advance is a great matter of interest. And for traders and investors like you, me, we, the ASK THE WIZ Institute family, it's also a matter of business because we must get P.A.I.D. That is, the more you know about the upcoming iPhone as a trader or investor, the better you can respond to impending shifts in the consumer electronics market. The iPhone, after all, goes far beyond what we see on the surface. There is an entire ecosystem of companies that benefits from its existence. Every time Apple releases a new iPhone, the consumer electronics market veers in various directions. The bigger the design changes, the more individual suppliers will move, which obviously represents a number of unique opportunities for you, me, we, the ASK THE WIZ Institute family. We've seen it happen before with major Apple suppliers like Broadcom, which is within our Apple downline, InvenSense, and Qualcomm, which we spoke about a little bit earlier. Okay? We've seen all of these suppliers benefit every single time Apple comes out with a product. And we'll see it happen again with other firms this time around. And I'm going to give you those firms' names. They're going to get P.A.I.D. for the release of the Apple iPhone 8, aka the Apple iPhone X. Now, for those who like to trade options like many of us do in ASK THE WIZ Institute, these situations can be particularly compelling and particularly profitable. Not only is the time frame relatively clear with the iPhone routinely being released in the fall of each year, but will also gain additional leverage on price movements through calls and put options. Now, in any case, though, it pays to pay attention. I repeat, it pays to pay attention. And this is especially true today, considering the number of major design changes rumored for the iPhone 8. Now, that being the case, what we're going to discuss right now is a few potential winners and losers based on what we know about the iPhone 8 so far. Now, we'll start with what is most likely, and take a look at what's more speculative as we move down the line. Now, starting out with what we know. While ultimately nothing is guaranteed, there is at least one aspect about the upcoming iPhone 8 that we can count on with a high degree of certainty, and that's an OLED screen. An OLED screen. Okay? Now, this particular company, all right, is a particular company that, or this particular screen, I should say, they're called flexible OLED panels. There is a Korean company, a Korean display maker, who has already clinched the deal to supply 100 million flexible OLED panels at 8 trillion won. Okay? And that latest order will make Samsung, listen to me now, the biggest supplier for Apple's next smartphone, which is expected to be launched in the fall. Pick and shovel mentality, family. Now, market watchers estimate that Samsung will be supplying about 8% of the total demand for iPhone display panels, given that each iPhone series has sold more than 200 million units. Now, while not officially confirmed, the information comes from a trustworthy internal source. Okay? Now, not to mention, when asked about the order, a spokesman at Samsung indirectly confirmed its existence and saying, quote, "We can't officially comment on anything related to the order," end quote. At least that's how we read it. Now, Samsung is obviously the big winner here, but trading the South Korean company isn't exactly a viable option for many investors. Not to mention, Samsung is a widely diversified firm with so many other product lines that the OLED won't move the needle too much. However, Fortunately, we the ASK THE WIZ family, we have better options. And write this down. Universal Display Corp, symbol OLED. Coincidence? I don't know. But the name of this company is Universal Display Corp, the intelligent way to get P.A.I.D. The clever way to get P.A.I.D. from the iPhone 8. Trades under the symbol OLED. You see, the company license its OLED technology to both Samsung Display and, more recently, LG Display. Now, with Apple very likely to be adopting organic diodes, momentum is certainly working in OLED favor. In addition to OLED screen, the iPhone 8 is widely rumored to feature what is called a, quote, glass sandwich, end quote. Bigger screen and a borderless display with no physical home button. Now, while any combination of these rumors may be true, the underlying theme here is what? It's very clear, excuse the pun. More what? LCD glass is going to be used. Now, though it may not all seem too high-tech on the surface, remember, pick and shovel, ideology to get us paid. Advancements in the physical properties of glass and its substrates have been a key driver of modern consumer technology. You see, glass panels for premium smartphones need optimal optics, shatter resistance, and touch capabilities. Not just any supplier can make the cut. In fact, there is effectively just one glass supplier that Apple can look to for the iPhone 8, and that's Corning Inc., symbol GLW. Write this down. Thanks to its incredibly strong intellectual property and manufacturing footprint, Corning and its subsidiaries have managed to grab over 50% of the LCD glass market. Not to mention, Corning's flagship Gorilla Glass has been the go-to choice for Apple ever since Steve Jobs first admitted the product just weeks before the original iPhone's production ramp-up. Now, with the rumored glass sandwich design and additional screen space, Corning could potentially be providing twice the amount of substrate that it currently has provided for iPhone 7. Yet while Corning would likely benefit from all this additional screen space, listen to this company. Taiwan Semiconductor, that's Taiwan Semiconductor, symbol TSM, might not turn out so lucky. Listen to me. I said I was going to give you companies that are going to benefit and companies that are going to suck wind. As I mentioned earlier, rumors suggest that the removal of a physical home button and thereby the fingerprint sensor, okay, that Taiwan Semiconductors currently provides to Apple, well, that could all end up moving, okay? Now, TSMC could end up providing biometric capabilities in another form, and they better figure out how to do it quickly. Now, some rumors suggest a laser scanner, but the threat to its current offering is worth noting nonetheless. If Taiwan Semiconductor cannot come up with an alternate way to replace their usefulness in the iPhone, i.e. come up with some type of alternate biometric capabilities, because the physical home button is going to be taken off the iPhone 8. If they don't figure that out quick, fast, and early, Taiwan Semiconductor will be sucking wind as a result of the iPhone 8 release. Now, less likely, but certainly feasible design rumor is that Apple will also be adding wireless charging to the iPhone 8, following in the footsteps of competing premium handset maker Samsung. Now, while speculation on wireless charging in the iPhone has been circulating for years, the feature became far more probable, recently when Apple joined the Wireless Power Consortium, which governs the QI standard in most of the devices with wireless charging. Not only that, but adding wireless charging to the iPhone just makes sense. As IHS Technology analysts have said and pointed out that the success of wireless charging's adoption from Apple's competitors is something that Apple can no longer ignore, and they got to get in where they fit in. Further, in a consumer survey, IHS Technology found that a staggering 90% of the consumers want wireless charging on their next Apple device. As for potential benefactors from this situation, listen to me and write this down. Pick your shovel mentality. The market is currently heavily speculating on a company called Energous, spelled E-N-E-R-G-O-U-S, Energous Corporation, trades under the symbol W-A-T-T. Once again, E-N-E-R-G-O-U-S Corporation, trades under the symbol W-A-T-T. Now, for over a year now, there have been rumors that Apple and Energous have been exploring a partnership for long-range charging. Now, while this is a situation that has no hard evidence as I speak to you now, there are currently a number of loose connections between the two companies. For instance, it was brought to my attention that there's somebody named Billy Manning, who just joined Energous back in September 2016 as Director of Regulatory Operations. And before taking that position, Manning served as what? Apple's Regulatory Certification Program Manager for 7 years. And also, in December 2016, Energous partnered with longtime Apple supplier Dialog Semiconductors. Okay? Now, this all bodes well for Energous, especially when you consider that over 2/3 of Dialog's revenue comes from who? Apple. Not to mention that in January of this year, Energous told a magazine in an article entered into by one of the executives of Energous, he indicated that wireless transmitters will begin shipping by the end of 2017, right around the time the iPhone is expected to be released. Now, of course, only time will indeed tell which of these features make its way into the next iPhone. But Energous, symbol W-A-T-T, Corning, symbol G-L-W, and Universal Display Corp, symbol O-L-E-D, are perfect positions to get us P.A.I.D. from the release of the iPhone 8. As we see now what others see eventually. Providing you with information that will allow you to not only obtain but also maintain your economic liberation. That's how we do it right here in the Classroom Without Walls radio podcast. And now, family members, and I'm running out of time, I'm going to go overtime because I have some very, very